How you guys doing? Welcome to the channel. So today I came across this video on TikTok where a single mom is basically breaking down why marriage isn't for her. So we're gonna jump into this video real quick and break it down.
Mom, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm probably never going to get married. Let me preface this by saying that I am not anti-marriage. I think that you should make whatever decision for yourself and your life that you want. I'm just saying where I am and why I don't think that marriage is beneficial to me. In my mind and by my own experiences and calculations, the cons severely outweigh the pros when it comes to marriage as the woman and as the wife in a traditional marriage. The way that I see it, I would be losing out in every single aspect if I were to get married. The expectations for the domestic work, the emotional labor, the mental load would all fall on me. And I know what you guys are going to say. Some men really do their part. Some men really da 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 da. Okay, that's fine. I feel like that's more the exception than the rule. And I'm not going
to. Marriage is extremely beneficial to women. It is extremely beneficial. She is being disingenuous because what she's not saying is she can't marry the men that she truly desires. So she's not going to get married. She's not going to marry an average guy. She wants a high-valued man who's a high earner, who's attractive in her eyes. And those type of men, those top 10% of men, are not finna date a single mom. So she's being disingenuous. What she's saying is she's not going to settle for an average man.
Spending the rest of my life with somebody off of the few good apples there are amongst the pool of toxic men. When I think about what my ideal life looks like, it's literally the life that I'm living now as a single woman. My house is the way that I want it to be. I decorated the way that I want it to be. There's no mess that I didn't make in the house aside from my 5-year-old, but he's a 5-year-old, so I don't mind cleaning up his mess. He's a kid. I don't want to clean up after a grown man. I don't want somebody in my face every day asking me what's for dinner. I don't want the expectation that you're going to be folding me like a pretzel every night. I don't want to feel the responsibility of having a partner who has high expectations, but is not contributing an equal amount. And to me,
it's so funny. I'm listening to her, and what she's complaining about is cooking him a meal, cleaning the house, and giving him sex when he wants. Those are the big three things she's complaining about. Man, this is great. Man, modern women are lazy. Holy cow, bro. Our forefathers failed us. The worst thing that could have happened was giving women too much freedom. Because what ends up happening is women are always looking for a reason to cop out of something because they don't want to bear responsibilities for any of their bad decision making. Hence why our forefathers had arranged marriages. It protected women from responsibility because the father picked what was in her best interest. Modern women are so lazy, they don't realize how good they have it. Cleaning takes literally nothing. We have modern appliances that make cleaning automatic pretty much. Cooking, the air fryer is your best friend. I live alone. I cook and clean for myself. It's not that difficult. And then the last thing she said was she doesn't want a guy folding her up like a pretzel, meaning she doesn't want to give sex to her man and make love to him when he wants because she has a low sex drive or she doesn't sexually desire him, which is very sad because the main way for a man to express love to a woman, he has to make love to her and bust it down, come inside her. But she thinks that's too much to bear. It's sad.
Me paying the bills is not enough of a contribution for me to want to be married. I don't care if somebody pays every single bill I have. I am a woman who has a lot of things going on. I own 4 homes. I have 3 mortgages. I have landscaping that I pay for. I have things for my son that I pay for. I retired my mom. I pay her mortgage. I mean, your girl has a lot of bills and your girl is able to take care of all of those bills. So even if there were a man to come in and take responsibility for every single thing I need to pay, even that would not be enough for me to take on the extra burden of having him in my space and in my home. I could make an entire separate video about weaponized incompetence assistance, but I would much, much, much rather pay somebody to come and do the things that I need to get done in the house than to simply ask my husband or my partner or the person that I'm with to do it. And now it takes them a week, a month for them to complete a simple task that I'm asking them for. I can just go on my phone and order a TaskRabbit or a plumber or an electrician or whatever or whoever I need to come and do the things that I need. And they're not going to sass me. They're not going to talk back. They're not going to make up excuses, and they're just going to get it done. I'm also somebody who.
And you see, the main thing, the issue is with modern women. You see her issue. She doesn't want to adhere to a man. She really wants to stay independent. She basically does not want to submit to a man. She really has a thing against male authority or submission. She really just wants to have a man for her own pleasure, but basically give no benefits for that man to be with her. She doesn't care that he pays all the bills. Her issue is she doesn't want to be submissive. That's really the gist of it. And it's sad how lazy, how loveless marriages and relationships are in Western society. This is why a lot of black men date white women, because white women do not give you these issues when you're dating them. They're pretty easygoing. I would know. White women are very easygoing. This is why black men en masse are leaving black women and going to white women. Because the white woman doesn't mind cooking. She doesn't mind cleaning. She doesn't mind letting him fold her and blow her back out and bust it down on her. She don't mind that. And then black women complaining, oh, he's a sellout. Oh, I'm going to tell Dr. Umar Johnson on you. Black men want to get with black women, but many black women expectations and then what they give in return is very little. They expect the world, and yet cooking, cleaning, and giving him sex is too much to bear. And then they get mad when the man's like, okay, I'm going to date an Asian girl. I'm going to date a white woman. I'm going to date a Hispanic woman. And then they get mad at black men for leaving. So you want me to pay all the bills, and then you making love to me is too much for you. You cooking me a meal. You cleaning the house. Women in our forefathers' wives did a lot more labor than most women. The 10% of what women do now is nothing compared to what our forefathers did. So it's sad.
Loves convenience, and I pay for it, okay? I have my groceries delivered. I have housekeepers that come every 2 weeks. I simplify my life in every way, shape, and form because I do not dream of labor. I don't dream of a difficult life where I'm catering to somebody's son. I'm sorry, that doesn't seem appealing to me. I like to work hard. I make great money. I'm able to delegate the tasks that I don't want to do. I'm able to travel. I'm able to be a present mom, and I have my peace and happiness. And so I just don't really see a world or a way where a man is going to enhance that. However, if there were a man to come into my life who was able to make my life easier, make my life better, and be a partner that I can enjoy time with, I'm not against it. So this is not.
So she wants a man to take care of the household and do all the other duties, do the household duties, pay all the bills. Basically, she wants a slave. That's what she wants. She wants a slave. Because what benefit is this man getting? She's not going to cook for him. She's not going to clean. She wants him to take care of all the responsibilities in the house, pay all the bills, and then he better not expect anything in return because that's too much for her. Man, of course she's not going to get. What high quality man would even entertain that in a woman? This is why black women are the least married out of all the races of women, because they're uncompromising. They're lazy, stiff-necked, masculine, and hard-headed. And they end up staying single moms, dying alone. She's going to die alone due to her being unrealistic, being unwilling to bend, literally, because she don't want to bend over and bust it down because she got a low sex drive, I'm assuming. And it's sad because it's like men don't care about you making money. Men care about none of that. Men care about, are you not selfish? Are you sweet? Are you feminine? Are you loving and kind? That's really it. You gonna give him some sex? Are you cute? Are you easygoing? This chick would seem like a huge stressor because she would have these high demands, even though she's a single mom. I'm pretty sure the father of her child was a pookie because he's not in the picture. So all that success doesn't mean crap to men. But you let men in your past bust it down. You did all that crazy, freaky stuff for them. You probably cooked. You probably tried to please them. Now you want a good man, but you don't want to please him. What reward would it be to be with you? It's crazy.
Not me saying that I never want a partner, I never want a companion, I want to be, alone for the rest of my life. But to me, that is not the worst case scenario, okay? I would rather be alone and at peace and find happiness within myself and my friendships, with my hobbies, with traveling, the things that I enjoy, than to be in a marriage where I'm underappreciated, where I have somebody who does not respect me, somebody who is out doing God knows what with God knows who. I would rather just have my peace. And so that's really where all of this comes from. I have chosen to decenter the idea of marriage in my life and in my future. And I do believe that marriage is not the end all be all. I think there's so much life to live. There's so much adventure to be had that does not have to revolve around whether or not you are married or whether or not you're a wife. It's 2026, baby. We don't need men anymore. I might want you, but I don't need you. And that's where I'm at with it. So yeah, I know that this might be a hot take and maybe not everyone will agree, but this is where I'm at right now. I'm curious to know how you all feel about this topic. Are you want?
She's saying, you know why she's saying she's content with being alone right now? It's because she's still attractive and in shape. But once she hits her 30s, 40s, and 50s, trust me, I deal with patients all the time, the elderly, and the women who didn't marry, didn't have kids. I had a lady tell me she regretted never marrying and never having children because she had all this stuff. She had material wealth because the facility I'm in, you have to have money. She had all this materialism, but she said she regretted because now she's alone with no man, no children. Now she has a kid, but that kid is going to leave her because he's going to be an adult. He's going to do his own thing. And then she's going to be alone with a house. She got houses, all that. But none of that's not going to matter because she ain't going to have anybody to be with. And then her expectation and standards are so unrealistic. She basically wants a slave because she is unwilling to do the basic necessities that a woman should do, which is to serve her man. A man is not meant to serve a woman. Women were created to serve the men. It's the natural order of things. Women feel most happiest when they're serving a man that they love. This woman is extremely selfish. She's saying that she doesn't want marriage, even though marriage is extremely beneficial to women because they get alimony, child support, and half a man's assets. But she's saying she doesn't want it because in reality, the men that she desires, the top tier men, they're not going to deal with no single mom. You don't cook, you don't clean, you don't want to serve a man, you don't want to bend over and bust it down and give me sex whenever I want. Oh, hell no. And then the average dudes who would give her a chance and look past her being a single mom, she's not even entertaining them because she look at them as beneath her. So she's definitely not going to cook, clean for them. She wants them to take care of the household feminine duties with them living together. And he better not expect anything in return. Because God forbid if he wants some loving, some sex. God forbid he wants to make love to her. God forbid if he wants a nice, good home-cooked meal. What is the man getting in return for being with you? Your presence? Come on. You're a single mom. So this is why Black women are dying alone. They're not going to get married due to them being too selfish. They have to learn to humble themselves. Men don't care about your material possessions. We don't care how many careers you have, how many degrees you have, how much money you have, because men can take care of themselves fine. Men need very little to live comfortably. Women require excess, huge amounts of materialism. Men don't care nothing about materialism. Only women do because they want to make other people jealous. But in the end, when you get old, you're going to be with a bunch of stuff by yourself with nobody to love you. And it's going to be your own fault because you couldn't look past yourself. And then you're going to be resentful that All these black men are getting with white women, with Hispanic women, because white women, Hispanic women, and Asian women, they're not retarded. They're willing to serve a man and be loving and kind and not selfish and want to make love to that man. It's crazy. It's sad, bro, that these modern women are truly unmarriageable. Marriage is already a bad deal because a woman can take half your assets. Put on top of that, what's the point of getting married if she's not going to have sex with you when you want? She's not going to cook for you, and you got to do the feminine duties of cleaning the house. This is why I say it's better that you be in a relationship with a woman, never move in together. Don't be with a broke woman who needs you financially. Be with a woman who's financially stable like her, but don't move in together, because what's going to happen is she's going to get frustrated and have the ick on how you live, and you're going to get the pussy less because she's annoyed with you with every little thing. So this is why it's important to never move in with a woman. It's not going to benefit you financially. It's not going to benefit you sexually, because she's not going to want to have sex with you because you piss her off and annoy her with every little thing. And women like things a particular way, especially women who are very masculine. If you're with a submissive woman, she's going to go off your frame. But this woman isn't. But anyways, this is Darius from Down TV. Thank you so much. Please like, click, and subscribe. I'm out.